Welcome back to this another live session, traders. Second day of trading week. After this massive movement, the market now showing pretty strong momentum again. We can see that there was a bullish move on gold and is still maintaining that bullish market structure here. And if we closely look at it, we can see there is a break of structure initially, and with this break of structure, the market now again potentially showing that the price may possibly come back for a pullback. And we can see that from this resistance line, the price started to drop here. I'm going to do a full multi-time frame analysis along with gold, as well as we see some movement on euro dollar. So we will be looking at two important pair here in this market. And with these two important pair that we can see where gold as well as euro dollar, also we saw there was a break of structure in this instrument, and with this break of structure, the price now trying to push back again to the upside to the major direction of the trend. So that being said, here is on gold that we can see the market is what we are looking at here. After that daily move that we can see the price potentially heading in the major direction of the trend. So I'm going to do, guys, a full multi-time frame analysis in this live session to see exactly what is likely to happen potentially in this session in the market. So if you guys are ready for another big session here, make sure you like this stream, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, press the notification bell so that you're not missing any of the content that I am posting every single day. Now that being said, let's look at here on the monthly chart to see overall picture in this market. I'm looking here at the multi time frame analysis to see where the price is heading here in this market. Looking at monthly, that we can see from the monthly perspective here, this is the monthly support level where the market has made its initial bounce back to the upside from this level. And with this monthly impulse that we can see, the price has made its initial bounce, which is pretty strong break to the upside here in this market. And with this monthly impulse, as you guys can see that it's a long-term bull market, we can see the price is maintaining that bullish market structure. Ace, welcome. Grandson, welcome. Victor, good morning. Please, when can I buy, sell, or dollar yen? Along with also euro dollar, we have positioned a euro dollar. We'll be looking at some point dollar yen as well, as it's all about, you know, the dollar index. So DXY, how this moving, how DXY is moving, and then based on that we will be looking for trading opportunity in this market. So looking at first of all here on gold, that we can see the market in this market, we can see that gold currently showing that possible bullish market structure, which is pretty sharp bull market that we can see on gold. And in this bullish market, what we are looking at here in this market, this is monthly impulse that we can see. And with this monthly impulse that the market has made its initial bounce back to the upside here, and with that monthly impulsive move that we can see, it's a long-term bull market starting from here. You can see this is an inverted head and shoulder, and an impulse to the upside with this inverted head and shoulder, a pullback, and there's another impulse followed by deeper pullback. And what we can see here in this market, that there is another impulse followed by back-to-back 3 months narrower doji formation here in this market. So what we are looking at, guys, here from the bigger picture here in this market, the market was maintaining that series of higher low on the monthly with higher high, 3 monthly doji formation here in this area on gold. And with this 3 monthly doji, the price is maintaining that uptrending market structure here. And with this uptrend on the monthly, we can see the price is moving potentially back to the upside here, and where this is previous resistance, which is turning support here. And that being said, we can see this market is currently showing that upside momentum here. Welcome. And currently, if you guys look at it, you can see that the price is on all time frame, including lower and higher time frame, both time frame. The market is maintaining an uptrending market structure here in this market. And with that uptrending market, the price is showing that the price may possibly remaining bullish. So any pullback, even smaller pullback, could be an opportunity to go long. It's a very sharply bull market. Now, if we look at the weekly chart that we can see here from the weekly, also we can see that a bull market starting from here, a weekly impulse to the upside here. And this is the current weekly low. Here is the weekly support where the market from this support level has got that bounce back to the upside here. And with this weekly impulse that we can see, the market is maintaining that uptrending market structure here. And we can see monthly and weekly both time frames showing possible bullish trend in this market. Now, looking at here on the daily chart on gold, we can see that from the daily perspective, this is the daily price action where a support level on the daily, which is the previous resistance, turning support here on the daily time frame. And with this resistance turn support on gold, that we can see the market possibly moving back to the upside here in this market. So that being said, from the 3 time frame, if we align here, that we can see this market is possibly showing an uptrending market structure. This is the current level that we can look for from the daily to daily support. And I think this is current daily low here, which is an important support that we can look for possible bullish entry opportunity in this market. So looking at the 4-hour chart here, that you can see from the intraday perspective, this is the 4-hour perspective, that the market so far in the first 1 hour 15 minutes, it has shown that significant breakup structure, which is showing that in this downtrend here, and expecting the market to possibly revert back again to the upside here in this market. So I'm looking at the lower time frame. If you look at the 15 minutes here, that you can see this is where if you look at here, guys, you can see this is a key level of support where an important support level, right? So which is from this support, where support here a bounce, and we can see that with the weekend opening, as expected, the market has dropped to that level, and then we saw that there was a significant liquidity grab, and then the market revert back to the upside here in this market. So that being said here, that you can see from here, this is where there is a drop, and with this drop, the market has made a significant rejection back below here. What we are looking at here, what I think, if you guys look at it, you can see this is the 4-hour price action, and this current session's low is here, and that's where we'll be looking for possible bullish entry, because we want to buy from an important support level. Guys, keep in mind that it's all about trend and trading from the important area of value in the major direction of the trend. Here is the support, and expecting the market to possibly turn back to the upside here in this market. Here is the support level, and you can see a drop back below this support, which is an important area of value. And here is key level, very important support here, and expecting the market to possibly drop well below here in that area, and where once the market managed to break that low, which is an important support area here on gold. And what we are expecting in this market, the price to possibly continue to drop here well below this level. And that being said, that I'm expecting the market to possibly drop further back below and then to revert back again to the upside here to create a new higher high in this market. So we'll be waiting for the price to possibly break this nearest support level. And if you guys look at it, you can see in the past there is here a very stronger bullish impulse here that you can see the market made its way back to the upside, and from that bullish impulse the market now pushing down for a possible pullback. So 4-hour chart that we are looking at in this area, which is an important support, and from that support that we can expect for the market to possibly trend back, and that could be the potential wave on gold. So in the current level that we are looking at here, any break below this level or to that level on the lower time frame is where I'm looking at possible buy opportunity for an upside bias here, as what is going up is likely to go up. That's the law of trading. Now what we are looking at here in this market, this is the support level, which is key support area. And now 41 pip here ATR value. Looking at here in this lower time frame, what we are looking at here in this market, this is an important support level, expecting for the market to possibly drop back below here where there is an important support, grab the liquidity. The market made its move back to the upside, expecting the price to drop to that support and then to potentially return back again to the upside here in this market. So that's where looking at that in this market, this is where from this support has made its move, expecting a pullback, another move. We see there is a breakup structure here, and that's what we are looking at the market to possibly drop to that key support level and then to return again back to the upside here in this market. Where a key support level that we are looking at, and if you look at here, you can see there is already a stronger breakup structure on the 30 minutes chart. The market dropped to that support, and what we are looking at in the next candle here, it's not that much of stronger bearish momentum here. So that being said, we may see the market even respecting this low here and then rejecting back again to the upside here to the major direction of the trend. Here's a key level of support, expecting the market to trend and then continue to rise here to create a new higher high in this market. Where is the support level that the market expecting that to trend and then continue to rise here to create a new higher high in this market? So that being said, here waiting for the price to possibly to trend back here to the upside to create a new uptrending market structure. From the 30 minutes that you can see, there is a narrow doji is being formed, and this is also the nearest liquidity zone here in this market. And what I think, the price may possibly revert again to the major direction of the trend. This is the previous support, which is turning resistance in that area on gold. We can see the market slowly building the pressure back to the upside. And where is that? This is where 20 EMA and the 10 EMA, expecting it to revert again back to the upside here, which is, if you guys look at it, you can see the price has crossed that low. Yeah, there is a break of structure, and with this breakup structure that you are looking at, it's now trying to build the pressure back to the upside. So our buy zone here on gold that we are looking at for possible entry is here, so which is a buy area. As you can see, the market has made, there is a significant drop to that, and it's now pushing back again to the upside. Buy zone here is the support, and from this support level, expecting the market to possibly to have a trend back to the upside here in this market. So looking at, guys, this is the 1 hour. We can see there was a significant break below from the lower time frame, and we can see the price trying to build the pressure back to the upside from this support level, expecting it to continue to rise here to this key level where there is a previous support and resistance in that area. So that being said, here with this move that you can see, a move followed by sideways, expecting the market to potentially trend here to the major direction of the trend. So that's where we can see the price is maintaining that uptrending market structure, and where there is a buy zone here in this area. So that's where you can see the price is showing that upside momentum. And here we can see the market is slowly moving to the resistance line where there is a high liquidity. And if you look at here, you can see the price is going in that area where there is a previous resistance. I think the price, because there is already, if you guys look at, you can see this is the 1 hour market where there is a pretty sharp break below, and it's now pushing back to that area and expecting it to return again in that direction here to this support level. So that's where that looking at this market for a possible break to this support level here in this market. So here at the moment we can see there is a initial bounce, and it's a bull market. We have seen breakup structure. What we are looking at here now for the price to possibly come back to this key level of support on the lower time frame. I've been waiting. Thank you. Hey coach, are you looking at buy or the second chart? We are in euro dollar buy trade that is running in, which is at entry. And I think euro dollar, we saw that there was a breakup structure on euro dollar that we can see. And with this breakup structure that you guys can see here, the market has broken below with this breakup structure, and then the price, what we are looking at here is that this is the market possibly to trending back again to the upside here in this market. So as you can see, lower time frame, there is a breakup structure. And with this breakup structure, the market is maintaining possibly an uptrend here. As if you look at the daily chart, the market is on the daily low, and 4 hour as well. After massive move, it's on a pullback. So this is the first candle on 4 hour has crossed back to back 2 sessions low. That is what we need to look at, guys. The key here is to look for that the market is coming in an important area where back-to-back 2 sessions low has crossed. That means this session, this candle has liquidity in it. And from that point of view, if you look at the 1 hour here, that you can see the market from this high had a sheep break below, and that's the support here. We can see that there is a liquidity grab. The price has crossed that 20 EMA and possibly to revert again back to the upside here. And that's what looking at, possibly euro dollar to bounce back to the upside here in this market. Now, if we look at the the gold here that you can see after the previous sessions. So gold, if we look at the lower time frame, and we'd like to see that it's breaking well below 4-hour line. Here is the current support is here, and we can look for a couple of supports that for the market to break for a potential entry. Here is we can see the market on the lower time frame that we are looking at in this market, the price to potentially come back here and then to revert again back to the upside here in this market. All right, so this is the current support level here on gold, and on the lower time frame, we might be able to place a short-term possible pending order for this price to drop to that level here. If you look at the 4-hour, you can see this is the current intraday support. As there is a very sharp breakout, we may see the market possibly to respect this level here in this market. Here's where you can see the market slowly coming back below, and this is the current support level, the session's low here. And with this current support that we can see, this is an important support, expecting the market to possibly to test and then to return again to the major direction of the trend here. And from the lower time frame, from 5-minute chart, that you can see there is a stronger liquidity gap here, and with this liquidity gap, expecting the market to possibly come back here to fill that zone and then to rebut again. Thank you very much. Welcome. And that's what we are looking at here in this market, as what I think, if the price, this is the 5-minute chart, if drop in one single move, we can expect an upside bias here from this level. So I'm going to place, guys, a buy limit here in that support level, as expecting the market to possibly to return again back to the upside, as ATR here 33 pip. So we will be placing here around 50 pip stop loss. We'll be placing here a buy limit for a potential retest of this support, and then to revert again to the upside. I'll be explaining later the strategy. We'll be placing 2 to 1 for the time being, and we can adjust anytime if we need it. So it's a buy limit on gold. So place the pending order here for this possible move back to the upside, guys. Here we see that this is the 5 minutes price, and if it drop with a single move back below to this support, we are on the trade, and we will be taking profit here to the upside, at least about 40 pip, expecting to bounce, but anything can happen. It might still drop for deeper pullback here to grab more liquidity before it bounce back to the upside. So I'd highly encourage you guys to do the proper risk management, which is key to become successful as a trader. Always do the risk management so you're not missing, you're not taking any trade that is not there, which is very important. So looking at here, this is where the market is showing a potential upside momentum here in this market. So you're looking at here, guys, that there is a break of support that you can see, and after break of this high, it's coming for possibly break that low here in that area. And from the 1 hour perspective as well, you can see this is a pretty sharply there was a break of structure that you can see the previous hour full drop. Now it's again coming to that low. Our buy limit is here waiting for a potential trigger. Euro dollar started to drop back below here, which is pretty sharply downtrend that you can see on euro dollar at the moment. And here as you can see the market started to drop back down here to this support level. Welcome back to this live session. We are almost nearly there. We might get a trigger here. On this 4 hour support. Expecting the market to drop down below and then to get a trigger in that area. Okay, so you are on the trade. The trade is active, guys. We have got a trigger. Trade is active on gold and expecting now a possible bias to the upside here for taking profit. You see there is double top. There might be deeper drop, but expecting it to bounce here. Okay, we see some upside, and I'll give a shout out whenever I'll take profit, but let it bounce back up. Potentially, if it bounce back up, we would like to secure a decent number of pip. As I mentioned, it still may drop here to this intraday support. If it drops, then it drops. We might be able to re-enter again as soon as we see that. But at the moment, expecting it to go back up to here, to this. It goes to this 1 hour resistance. Also you'll get at least to 35 pip to 40 pip. We are at entry. Expecting it to bounce back here to the upside. If you're enjoying live session, make sure you give a thumbs up, guys. And also, if you're running the trade, say yes in the live chat if you're running with me this trade and you wanna secure some pip. This is the 7th trade. Will be in a row if we can secure that one as well. We had past week open 6 positions and that all of them was winner. Now this is the 7th position in a row. This week, the first one, we don't trade a lot. Quality matters in trading, absolutely. What I'm looking at here, guys, to secure some positions, though we see there is a double top. We might see deeper move, but expecting to at least to the 1 hour resistance line, so we can I'm targeting here at least to take 35 or above. More than that, but I would like to see the market is in fact heading back again to the upside. If you look at the 1 hour price action, you can see this is the 1 hour candle is nearly to close. Now if this 1 hour candle even closing as a doji here, we might see possibly even upside bias further to the upside here in this market. Though you can see some showing that some kind of bearish price action in that area. The price might try to break that support. The reason I have opened, guys, this is a very important support level, and expecting a rejection from this support as long-term trend is bullish, and as 1 hour candle close coming, expecting to return again back to the upside here in this market. There's a breakup support and okay, from here as 1 hour candle closing in 5 minutes time, this is where there is a, if you look at here, it's overextended in the direction, expecting to revert again to the upside, to the major direction. Now, in case the market breaks that low here, guys, we'll be opening position on break of this low, definitely. So if the market in case drop down and started to drop, break our stop loss, then we will be placing re-entry here, recovery entry from this support again with the same kind of a stop loss, and we'll be targeting double here for that move, but expecting still the market to return again to the direction, as the major trend is bullish and you want to see a potential bounce back here to the upside, to the major direction of the trend. As 1 hour candle close coming, we see there is a, right, so here expecting a rejection back here. We are at entry again in this trade, and from this entry to return again to the major direction, where will give us that possible what I think 3647.26 could be a level that we can expect to go ahead and retest. So this is the 1 hour resistance with the 1 hour candle close. If the market is showing that move here in this market, okay, so you see that there is further downside coming, and it's finding a fair value gap here. Move the price back to the upside and expecting a rejection now. You guys ready for another move back to the upside? All right, so we are looking back again. We see the 1 hour candle close coming, and with this candle close we see that the candle closing with a bigger bullish candle. Then if we see the 1 hour candle closing as a doji, expecting that even after the candle close, the price to bounce further back to the upside here. So we are almost nearing to the profit zone, getting into that. Okay, so the market reached that profit area here on gold, and with this profit area reached, that price to possibly return again to the resistance line they're expecting. If you guys looking at, we can see we entered into profit area. So I will be taking at least expecting that with the candle close to revert again to the upside. If you look at the 1 hour, we can see that this is the 1 hour price action, expecting it this 1 hour candle potentially to close above and then to reject back again to the upside here in this market. Now the market is just on little profit running, so if the candle close coming with a spike to the upside, just letting you know guys, if the market crossed 3647 with a spike, I might take the profit, but I will be waiting to see if the market is how with the candle close the price is evolving in this area. Might first drop and then potentially to revert again to the upside, possibly, as I think we might see from here an upside momentum, waiting for the price to form a possibly inverted head and shoulder. Guys, this is simple strategy, guys. This is simple strategy, as I mentioned earlier. It's not a hard job, it's a simple strategy running profit now. What we need to do here is 10 pip. Would like to see going up this level here. Now the strategy is simple: break of structure, let the market overextended, and then entry. If you want to explore more about the strategy, don't hesitate to visit the website. You can find link below this video, www.forextradingwizard.com. We have few members on board. Welcome on board, and we want to change this industry completely, the way we look at the market. If you guys say this is the seventh trade, and if you go back to 3-4 week session, you could see that almost 18th 17th trade on gold in a row is getting winner now. How do we maintain that such a high win rate? It's now over 95% win rate. Unbelievable, right? But I am trading every single day in front of all of you in this YouTube live. Now, if you guys want to know more the secret, learn the strategy, I have a few spots open now on the mentorship currently available, but it may get closed very soon. It's only to help the community, guys, for those who really dedicated as a trader to learn how to trade the market like a pro, like a professional trader, because this is what we do. We trade like a smart money trader. We are not trading like a retail trader. We trade like a smart money trader, and that's our goal, is to teach trader how to trade like a smart money. Here is we can see there is a trying to break up structure, but I think that still we could see the upside here, that we can see the market is pushing that back. And as soon as I will secure the profit, I will also give a shout out. We'll be updating in the premium group. I have shared the same trade in the premium group, and that's what we are looking at here. Push the price back up, and then I would like to see a bit more upside here, though we see some rejection coming. Might try to break that low. Come on, quick fill. Come on, add entry. Want to see that upside bounce back to back few dodges here. It's getting trying to get more liquidity from the top and also from the bottom, both direction. So I want to see that it's going up to weak fill, and once it crossed that level, now it might even break that low, possibly, because if you look at here, you can see the market not being able to get enough rejection from the support. But I'm still hopeful for an upside bias here. But anything can happen, guys. Make sure that you do proper risk management, as I mentioned earlier. The market is still, because there is still probability to fill that zone, but we see it's pushing back again, and heading back here with a possible upside momentum in this area. Expecting this is an inverted head and shoulder here formation, and want to see that it's going back up here from the 4 hour. That if we look at, we see there was a significant rejection from this support level here. Okay, so going back here, we're running around 12 pip. Our results speaks for us. This is what you need to do, guys. This is what you need to look at, that whenever the market is trending, trade with the trend. That's the key. That's the secret. Wait for the liquidity grab, wait for a breakout structure, trade with the trend, and then take the market in your favor. So here is euro dollar and gold that we are looking at, gold especially here, and expecting the market to now fill that 3647 level, which is currently moving in that direction. And every single day we are winning, right? Every single day. Is it possible to win every single day? Yes. Why do I love trading? Because it's profitable when you know how to trade. You can win every single day if you know the right strategy. In fact, if you don't trade, if you don't win every single day, that's completely fine. But have the tool, have the strategy that help you to almost win every single day if you have the right strategy. Forget about what others said. Remember that trading is all about probability, and the only thing that you need is right guidance and proper strategy, right mindset, right? You can see on your own eyes in front of the chart. Every single day I'm trading in this session. Say yes if you see that, if you believe that you can do it. Now here is the market is maintaining that uptrend here. We are up. Now here expecting the market to bounce, but you can see some kind of rejection coming. Okay, it's breaking from the structure again. So let's wait to see what the market is trying to do here. And what I think it's grabbing liquidity from here for another bounce back to the upside. Here we can see some rejection, which is a good sign that the market possibly to break again to the upside. So there's a 5 minutes doji here in this market, and okay, so we might see, if you look at the 15 minutes candle close, also getting some bearish rejection here in this market. So is this trying to trend back again to the support level? I think we still might see a possible sideways movement from the 1 hour chart that you can see after this doji. I'm holding on to that for a possible upside momentum here. So expecting it to act as an inverted head and shoulder to rebut. At the same time, it's in a very important support level, and the current move. Right, so I'd like to see this breaking back above. Now, if it is getting that rejection, we would like to see it's breaking this high here. I'm still holding on to that here in that area. Okay, there is we see the 15 minutes candle, which is after cross of this high getting some rejection here, and sometimes the market does that, come down for a deeper drawdown, but expecting it to reject again here for possible another bounce. Here is with the support level, the market is now showing that upside bias, which is possibly to rebut again to the direction of the trend here. Okay, getting rejection again. Now that's a bounce. So with this bounce, wanna see that the market is crossing that high, and that's where I will be taking profit once the market managed to break completely to the upside here. And I would like to see it's crossing the previous resistance at 3646 level, and then it grabbed the liquidity from this support level, and expecting it to bounce here in this area. Are you guys ready for taking profit? I'm still running in. Expecting a potential weak fill here to the upside in this market. So here is a bounce, expecting one more rejection back to the upside here. Drop back below again for another rejection, and this is where looking at the 15 minutes candlestick pattern, and I think it's still probability if this 15 is kind of bouncing back off even to 3650 level possible. As we can see, the market is creating series of higher low here, and we might see that the price to trend in that direction again back to this key level of resistance here, which is the 4 hour up, and 1 hour also. From this 1 hour we can see it's forming a narrower doji. So from the 15 minutes that if we look at, we can see this is where the market is possibly to create bullish impulse to the upside, and that's where we could see the price even to retest this 3650 level here. possibility to revert again. So here is slowly it's maintaining this series of higher low, and the reason we are bullish is, guys, this is the 4-hour trend is up here, and if you look at here, you can see an impulse sideways movement, bounce. We saw the breakup structure here, it overextended in that area, and then multiple times the market is moving in a sideways. So this structure here currently in a sideways. Creating a sideways movement in that area, which is possibly building the pressure back to the upside here to fill that long wick. Guys, so you can see there is a couple of doji formation here, and all right, so you see there is a primary rejection, and the market now has just entered in the profit area again. Now this move would like to see that crossing that high here. To take profit, you would like to see decent profit running to the upside, and again it start to bounce, and that's where the market is now moving in that direction. So expecting that to break that high, because we want to take the profit, but we want to see that the market reach an amount that we worth taking. Here now we are running 11 pip. Would like to see that crossing that high. Yep, pushing back again. Okay, it's ready for another bounce here. Come on, it's struggling to break that high, but what I think there is another bounce, and expecting that the market to go ahead and fill that. It's really struggling to break that high here. So looking at the 30 minutes, 15 minutes, I think 15 minutes showing that possibility for further upside. So I'm still holding on to the 15 minutes chart, and also the 5 minutes closing as a narrower doji. But I think that there is possibility for another potential upside bias, though we are running little profit here. The market struggling to break that high, but once it breaks, we could see that the market to possibly to turn to the upside to this even to this key level. So which is, might say, boom, bounce back to the upside, and then continue to rise. So struggling to break that high. That struggle that the buyers facing, that resistance, basically a sign that the market suddenly will break out to that resistance line as the long-term trend is up, and we can see some kind of bullish price action is forming on the 1 minute, which is also showing that potential for an upside momentum here. Still holding on to that, and this trade I will be holding little higher time frame, a little more, because as it's consolidating here, possibility to bounce back up is higher. Give feedback, guys. What do you think here? Welcome. We are holding to 3654. Welcome. Thank you. We're on the buy side, and I hope that you guys enjoying the live session. If you're enjoying, make sure you give a thumbs up here, guys, and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. Now we just have seen that it has crossed that resistance line, and I'm still hopeful that the price to break that high here, though you see it's in a very crucial resistance line, and expecting it to break that to the upside here in this market, which is showing that it's possibly heading back here to the upside in this market, where the market is showing potentially uptrend here in that area. We are up. Now that's one to see that bullish move. Welcome. Ready to go. How many pip running here? 24 pip. Come on. Okay, I'm going out. I'm exiting the trade right now. I'm going out with the running profit. I'm out with the running profit. And because it's struggling to bounce, we are 20 pip up on that. Not many, I expected more, but we still can look for further entry as the market is trending. We have traded in the direction of the trend. So here, if you guys look at it, you can see this is a market where the major trend is up. So we have secured another profitable trade, so which is almost boosting our overall win rate. And what's your status with the trade, guys? Give a feedback before we finish the live session. And more in depth about the strategy that I'm trading, also you can find link below this video. Visit the website to get access to the more in-depth understanding of the strategy that I'm trading, as well as trade analysis that I'm doing every single day. And here is what we are looking at. The market is, this is in a trend now, and it may continue to rise back to the upside here. So as I'm coming up live, guys, in just a matter of 3.5 an hour in NY session, we'll be seeing there. I close it because there is the market is struggling here, so we still could see that trend continuation to the upside, but we might see that deeper liquidity grab, and we will be again re-entering as soon as we find next entry in our next session. Keep trading, keep learning. Another winning trade, another back to the upside trade, which is basically in the major direction. So I'll see you there again very soon with another live session coming up in NY session. Until that, stay well, stay happy.